Hi Aquarius, this is your October energies. Just a little bit of housekeeping first of all. It's not going to resonate with everyone. If it does, please like, share and subscribe. If it doesn't, have a look at your sun, moon, rising and your Venus sign, okay? It's incredible how many signs are actually all made up of. So yeah, do check those out as well. At the end of the reading, I will be pulling out an Angel Answers card. So if you do have a question, I'll give you a bit of time to think about it while I'm shuffling the cards. And I'm going to try and link it to the reading, but it might actually just resonate with the question that you have. Okay, so Aquarius, let's have a look what we have, because I'm an Aqua too, coming up in October. Right, last shuffle. There we go. Right. Okay. Right, first card out, we have Five of Cups. Now the Five of Cups is a card of basically crying over spilt milk. We're focused on what we have lost in the past rather than looking at what is still there, okay? Right, the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, Temperance, and the Ace of Pentacles. Right, okay, right, straight off the bat, I can see that there obviously has been a loss. A Three of Swords. With the Five of Cups, obviously it's pictated over crying over spilt milk. There may have been a recent breakup. But let's have a look, because at the end of October it does get really quite good. So let's delve deeper into it. Right, the Five of Cups. Let's clarify the Five of Cups. Okay, Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is the ultimate abundance. Okay, so in this respect, it does look like that we have, it's a loss of, it's the loss of someone or something, okay, that we can't quite seem to climb over. I wouldn't say get over, because that's not okay. When you're in a state of loss, if someone said to you, oh, just, you know, get over it, move on, that's not okay. That's not okay. We all deal with things in a different way, okay? But I do see abundance coming your way, okay? It might not be in the form of relationship and love and things like that, but honestly, I think us Aquas need to process what has actually gone on. But I do see that with the Ace of Pentacles at the end, the Ten of Pentacles almost takes you out of that, the emotional loss of someone, okay? I do feel like this might not be recent. I do feel like that this is someone that has been on your mind for quite some time. Maybe there was a relationship, maybe there was a situationship, but I do feel like coming into October, you know that it's not going to happen, okay? And I do feel like that abundance, finances, are going to come in stronger for you. Okay. So the next card is the Three of Swords. Now, as I say, I feel like this isn't an overly recent thing. I do feel like this is possibly you've been yearning about someone from the past, hoping maybe someone will come back. Maybe they have come back, but I do think maybe if they come back, you're the one that's changed. I do think time has passed, and us Aquas, we can either turn the emotion on or turn it off. You know, as soon as we come to the realisation that they're not coming back, I'm going to live my life, they're kind of gone. Yeah. But that's why I do say that I think it is someone that you've been wanting to come back. You may have had a bit of communication, but I don't feel that you have the passion for this person. It's someone, someone definitely from the past. With the Six of Cups, it's nostalgia. Okay, and I do feel like that you had a connection with this person before, and timing wasn't right, life wasn't right, and things like that. But this is someone from maybe a year or two or a couple of years ago, or it might even be someone from 5-10 years ago, that you've always put on a pedestal, that you've always held a torch for. And maybe things were absolutely fantastic back then, but life got in the way. Okay. Right, so the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords is a time of resting. The Four of Swords comes after, obviously, the Three of Swords. As you can see, the Three of Swords is up the top. But the Three of Swords has now come out of the heart. Okay, and it's a time for contemplation. It's a time for rest. And I do see that over the October period. Okay, it's almost like the realization that, as I said, things aren't going to move forward with this person. But you know what? I think you're okay with that now. I think you have grown as a person, and maybe that person that you're thinking about hasn't actually grown. And I do feel like that you, through your growth, you've got a lot stronger within yourself. Okay. Right, Four of Swords. Please clarify the Four of Swords. The Emperor. As I've just said, I do feel like that you have grown as a person. Okay. This, the Emperor, is you. Male or female, it doesn't matter. Also, as well, it can mean Aries. Okay, maybe you were dealing with an Aries that now is, it's almost like you friend zoned them because you've been through too much heartache. Okay, but I do see this as you as in personal growth. With the Emperor, it is associated with power. Okay, I do feel like you do have your personal power back. Maybe you met this person in a time of your life where it just, you needed someone, okay, and they were an escape. That's what I'm feeling. The next card we've got is Temperance. Now, the Temperance is a beautiful card of balance. It's the yin and the yang. You are now almost centered in enough to move forward. Okay, I do feel like maybe this person was sent to you just purely to uplift you at a time where it was quite negative. But the Temperance card, please clarify the Temperance card. Five of Pentacles. Okay, now I do feel like because you have your yin and your yang together, I do feel like you are actually leaving this person out in the cold. If they possibly text you or contact you, I don't see that you're ultimately rushing to communicate back with them. In a sense of, I do feel like you're the one that's actually leaving them out in the cold this time. Okay, and it's not out of spite, it's not out of any particular reason. It's just you as a person have grown, you have gained strength, you are now the emperor of your world. Okay, this person was literally there to love you and to almost nourish you and nurture you in a time of maybe you was going through something really quite bad, maybe a separation, and this person came into your life and literally bowled you over and helped you through that. Okay, and now I feel like that you're coming to the understanding that that was people come into your life for a season or a reason. Okay, and I do feel like this person was here for a reason to help you in a time maybe where you didn't actually love yourself as much. But it's almost like this person isn't needed now. You are the emperor of your own world, of your own universe. Okay, but I do see a lot of abundance coming your way, and I do feel like that maybe this person helped you get away for weekends and treated you, but I do feel like that you can do that yourself now. By the end of October, I've got goosebumps, guys. I do feel like that there is going to be abundance coming your way. Okay, we do have the Page of Swords clarifying the Ace of Pentacles at the end. Okay, I do feel like you are going to know about this abundance just literally through a text message. It might be something so, I say so silly, it's not silly, but you might get a text saying that you've won the lottery. Or you might get a text saying that you've got inheritance coming. Okay, I do feel like abundance is coming your way. So if you have been struggling financially, I feel like by the end of October that you are going to have some news that propels you forward. Okay, so even though this is a love reading, I do feel like that you are holding your own, and from having this person not controlling your life but almost having you in that safety net, I do feel like by the end of October you don't need that safety net anymore. Okay, right, I'm going to pick out an Angel Answers card. So I'm just going to put my energy into these cards. So if you do have a question, if you think about it now, right, okay. Angel Spirit Guides, please guide me to choose a card that is for the higher good of someone that's listening to this, that helps them and guides them. Thank you. All right. That was quick. Yes. Okay, so the question, the answer to the question is a yes from Spirit. Okay, and also as well, where it comes to this reading, it is that by the end of October, this person that almost clouded and took up so much energy from yourself, that yearning to hopefully bring back that spark that you once had, I think that by the end of October you are saying goodbye to that. I really do. And I do feel like abundance is coming in a financial way. Okay, so basically you're saying goodbye to the past because now you're elevated, you're at that level now where you can hold your head up high and you can move forward. Wow. Okay, thanks Aquarius, I love you loads and I will see you soon. Bye.